Bring in NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell. The race very close, as we know. Each campaign fighting for every vote. We've talked about it before, Sue. The Harris-Walz campaign doing well with women. The Trump-Vance team doing well with men. In fact, a New York Times Siena poll shows Trump with a sizable lead over Harris nationally among likely male voters, 51-40. But yesterday, former President Barack Obama tried to change that while campaigning for Harris. Take a listen again.
You realize having honest, competent leadership in government really matters. It makes a difference. I've said it before. Donald Trump is a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago.
So, Sue, the question is, how is former President Obama helping in the Harris campaign's quest to appeal to male voters?
Well, Jeff, Obama certainly is bringing the star power to the campaign trail, but he's also speaking directly to black men, specifically under 50, who are telling pollsters that they are less than supportive of Harris and less than supportive of Harris than they were of Obama. So now the question would be, is Obama's message to get out and vote and get over whatever you're worried about, connecting with those voters? Well, we're going to have to see on that. I have talked to some black men who have expressed concern around Harris's past record as a prosecutor, and Obama isn't really addressing any of that. So, you know, if you don't address what the person's concern is about, they might not hear the rest of your message if you don't acknowledge their concerns. Next Tuesday, Harris is going to be at a town hall in Detroit, hosted by the morning radio program The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne the God. He's also going to be there. I'm sure the issue will come up.
So are there still some undecided male voters out there that could be persuaded here?
Yeah, I mean, that's the question. It's a little bit of both, right? That Harris is focusing on media, as we know, to reach young women voters and black voters, and not much to reach white male voters. And that means the campaign thinks her time is best spent doing what she's doing. But her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, he's on the male voter blitz. This morning he was on Good Morning America with Michael Strahan talking about football. He's giving a pep talk tonight to the football team at the high school he coached at and taught at. And he's going pheasant hunting on Saturday morning in Minnesota. So, you know, Jeff, he's doing man things with manly men.
And we'll see what happens there. All right, another category of male voters that Harris is having a hard time with is in the Latino community. Now, Trump has been experiencing some incremental growth with Latino voters.
Yep.
What has the Harris-Walz campaign been doing to address this?
Yes, the largest growing voter segment in America. Last night, Harris took questions from Latino voters from across the country during a Univision town hall. She directly answered questions on everything from health care to the economy to immigration, and some of those questions were quite pointed, and she did display quite a bit of empathy to the plight of several of the folks asking questions. Again, we'll have to see if her numbers improve there.
Sue, we thank you as always. Have a great weekend. Good to see you.